Okay, I understand it, I get it. All these big preachers, everyone in big cars everywhere, driving up and down, and then the regular person at the bus stop. So today we're going to ask the question, is the gospel of prosperity wrong?
It's all about the kingdom.
Welcome to Don't Eat the Seed, where we strive to make kingdom finance relevant, simple and fun. Well, today we're going to look at the question, is the gospel of prosperity wrong? And I would say, in my opinion, it is absolutely wrong, because the gospel should never be about prosperity. We should always keep it as the gospel of Christ itself. Is that the end of the video? You say, Michelle, isn't your channel about getting rid of debt, monetizing your gift and raising your standards in life? Yes, it is. So now that I've dealt with that, I'm going to move on to what I actually want to talk to you about. Is prosperity in itself wrong? Well, I would have to define prosperity, because when people think of prosperity, they think of what I said before, the big preacher in his car and all the saints at the bus stop. You know, he's the only one who has, and there's a few cliquey people in the congregation, high flyers, who actually have some money as well. And they are just splashing the cash, and everybody else is just trying to look like they're not poor, but really struggling at home, but never ever speaking about it. This is why I have this channel, so that people can get things into perspective, because there's one edge of the spectrum that says, you know, we should just be satisfied with what we have, and the other edge of the spectrum that said we should live the lavish life. Now, which one do I agree with? Well, I do believe in prosperity, but please wait if you're going to be one of those people who are going to shut me down, because when I say prosperity, I'm thinking of a life where you just keep growing and where you keep excelling, and that's what the Lord wants for us. But I know that the majority of people will think of prosperity and they'll have a negative connotation attached to what they're thinking about, something nasty and selfish. So I'm going to have to redefine what I actually mean when I say I agree with prosperity. So if you're finding value in these things that I'm saying right now, please give me a like below, and please subscribe to the channel, because I have so many more things coming up on these subjects to empower us so we can move on.
It's all about the kingdom.
Let's look at the scripture that says, I wish above all things that you prosper and be in health, even as your soul prospers. As you can see, prosperity is not just money. That's the biggest fault that we have. We always think, oh, it's just money. But when you're prospering in all things. You're prospering in your family, in your church, in your work, in your friendships. Do you agree with what I'm saying? Please leave me a comment below, because I know this conversation is very controversial, and I would like to know what you're thinking. You see, here the channel is called Don't Eat the Seed, and I named it that for a reason, because nearly everything that we get is in the form of a seed. We plant a seed because we want it to grow. We want it to prosper. We want to be able to replant into a big plant, if not a big tree. That is prosperity. You might have a little bit of money already, but that doesn't mean you're prosperous or you're living in prosperity. You may be in the same place you were last year than where you are right now. Think about that. You haven't prospered. You haven't grown at all in any way. Nobody actually likes you. You don't have any friends. You're bad at work, but you're making the same money. So it's not always about money, okay? But should a Christian prosper? Yes, we should, because God has everything we need. Every week I'm going to say this. We serve the God of El Shaddai. There is more than enough. So if you see someone with something, don't envy them. To envy someone is ignorant, because we all have the same ability to draw from the same source. So at this point, I want you to make a comment. Do you agree with what I'm saying? Do you believe that we should all be prosperous? And where does prosperity end? It could end in diamonds and Rolls Royces. Yes, it could end there, because God is endless. There are so many more videos coming in the series. So if you have not subscribed, please subscribe now, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye bye.